Hey y'all, it's me, Madison, and we're back with another video.
Baby, yeah, loverless, I don't wanna fuck this up. Tell me what you need.
So today, we're gonna be a story time on how I almost got beat up. Yeah, y'all, I know. Y'all gonna be like, me, Madison, getting almost beat up? What? Yeah, y'all. That's the real tea. And I'm going to really get into it. I don't have no, like, real hardcore evidence or, like, what's it called? No videos or anything like that. But I'm not making it up. This is a real story. And I'm just going to, like, basically share. But, y'all, disclaimer, I was so, not young. Like, it's not no excuse. But, like, I low-key do feel like I was in the wrong. And it's going to be, like, when I say this story, I'm going to really do how I honestly feel about it now and how I would do it different because, yeah, you live and you learn, I guess. So let's get straight into this video. If you love me and my personality, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and comment down below. Okay. Let's get straight into it. Okay, y'all. So this was like, I think my freshman year. It has to be either my freshman or sophomore year. But I can't remember. But it wasn't my junior or senior year, so I wasn't that older. So it was like coming into like high school. So I always, when I was young, y'all, backstory, I always like wasn't the cutest. Like my leave out, like I used to like sometimes get like sew-ins. My leave out would always be out. I used to always look so crazy. I used to not really do braids for real. When I did, I would wear them out so bad. Like I know my braids are kind of like not the best right now, but I'm gonna get my hair done soon, so don't look at my edges. But like, y'all, back in the day, I was not cute at all. I just wasn't confident in myself and like, you know, overall. So I never went out my way to talk to no boys. I never, like, if I thought somebody was cute, was like, oh, let me go talk to them or let me go be with them or something like that, because I just never thought nobody would want to be with me and stuff like that. Like, I was always the funny kid. Like, everybody loved me because I was the funny kid, the athletic kid, and I was cool when I was young. Like, I had a lot of friends, but I never was confident enough to have, like, all the guys come to me and be like, I want to mess with her. But, yeah, so put that into perspective with this. But, boom. So, there was this boy, y'all. I'm going to call him Peanut Butter. There is this guy named Peanut Butter. And, like, or let's just say Peanut. There was this guy named Peanut. And I always had a crush on Peanut ever since I first, like, really met him. Like, his personality, because he was very goofy. And he was just, I don't know, like, he was just such a vibe. Like, he was just so funny, cool. And, like, he didn't, like, make me nervous. Like, a lot of guys, that especially are the popular ones, because he was, like, kind of popular at this school. Like, he wasn't no, like, lame. So, for all the popular guys, like, I feel like every time I hang around with them when I was young, I just felt kind of like out of place, or like, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I felt out of place. I felt like, oh, I couldn't be myself because they would think you're weird, or like, you know, it was just a lot to go in with it. Like, they just wasn't a vibe. But he was like one of the best vibes I ever met, for real, in high school. So I was just like, oh, like I really have a crush. I was crushing a little bit. I was like, oh, he's just so cute or whatever. And so I was like really crushing down bad. But like when I crush on people back in the day, when I crushed on people, I used to never like say nothing, like I said, because like I'd be scared to tell my friends, because like for one, like the school I went to, I feel like a lot of my friends would be like, oh, we're gonna set you up, or oh my gosh, you have a crush, or oh my gosh, like let's set you up, you're gonna get with him, y'all gonna be together. And they were probably gonna do too much with it, and I didn't want to like not get played, but like get like, you know, that dude be like, no, like I would never date that, or you know what I was saying, like I get hoed real bad. So I never was the type to tell any of my friends like the crushes I really did have, unless like we were already talking for real, and then I'd be like, okay, yeah, me to do our talking. But like if it's a crush, I'm not saying anything. So I never told none of my friends, but I had this one close friend, and we're gonna name Apple. We're gonna name her Apple. So I had a close friend named Apple, y'all. Like, we were actually pretty close. Like, I knew her, like, dinner my whole life. Like, when I was young, like, we met, like, when we were pretty young. So, I knew her for a while, a long time. And basically, I always knew Apple. And then one day Apple came up to me and was like, oh, I want to start talking to Peanut. Or like, I think Peanut is cool or whatever. And I was just like, oh. You know, like, I didn't tell her at that time, like, oh, like, I already thought, like, Peanut was cute. I actually was really feeling like Peanut type of thing. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, like, if you want to start, like, talking to Peanut, you can start talking to Peanut. Like, I'm not going to care for real. I'm not going to, because I wasn't that confident anyway to even, like, say nothing because, like, I don't even think they were going to pick me over Apple. So I just said, oh, okay, like, I wasn't that pressed. So Apple and Peanut started messing around. They were like very like toxic in their stuff. I would say they were very toxic. So I was like, okay, that's cool. They're like, I never thought nothing of it. Like when they were like going through their toxicity or stuff, or where they were together, I was actually like a supportive friend, y'all. So I don't want y'all to think like, oh, like I would be on some slimy stuff, like trying to talk to him still, or like really crushing real hard when she was with my friend Apple, because that's not even what happened. Like when they were really together, like I didn't really care no more. I was just like, oh well, like it was a crush, but like I'm glad that my friend's happy type of thing. You know, I always supported. I never did no weird like, oh, let me just try to ruin their relationship. Like I'm not that type of girl. So I was always just like giving her advice when she asked for advice. Like I was always trying to be like the peacemaker. I was just always, you know, I was rooting for them when they were doing real good. Like there was really no problems for real the whole entire time when they were talking. Like she couldn't really say that I was like doing anything weird behind her back type of thing. So boom. So that's all good, but then they really broke up. Like they broke up a couple times. They got back together. But like this time they were like actually really done this time, and they haven't been talking for like a while. So then one day, Peanut came up to me and like basically was just like complimenting me, like just being nice. I think this was at like a football game, complimenting me, being so nice, just like really like, you know, type of thing. And I was just like, oh, like, that's cool or whatever. I'm gonna vibe. Not even vibe. I was just like, wow, like, my old crush, like, really just complimenting me and stuff like that. We were already friends type of thing. Me and Peanut, I don't think ever started being, like, cool. Not, like, besties or nothing like that. Like, we were on no crazy level. But we were, like, cool type of thing. So, yeah, I was just like, wow, like, that's cool or whatever. And I didn't think too much of it because I was just, like... You know, and I think I was still friends with Apple, but we wasn't as close no more. Or we were never besties, by the way. We were always just real like cool, like friends wise, but we wasn't like no best friend level. Cause I had a best friend. She wasn't my best friend. But basically I was like, oh yeah, like that's cool or whatever. But then like Peanut kept applying pressure and more pressure. So I was just like, oh, Peanut just kept applying like pressure here and there, and just kept like kind of flirting with me, and just was like, you're so cute, and stuff like that. And I was really like, I was just like really like letting him by. Like I was letting him talk his little big one because like I really like he was always my crush type of thing. So like now you're coming back around and now you're trying to say I'm cute, like, you know, doing all of this. So I didn't really think too much of it at the time, and I was just like, okay, like we can vibe. Like there was one day like we're in the hallway, and I think I skipped class. I can't remember what I did, but I think I skipped class or whatever. He was out there, or it was after school. I think this was after school, y'all. It was after school. And, like, you know, I was waiting around for basketball because, you know, I'm a basketball player and practices after school. So I was just waiting around for real. And, like, we're in this, like, hallway that was ducked off. And me and him, like, I think he kissed me on the cheek. I say I think because I don't think he kissed me on the lips. I don't think I would let him kiss me on the lips. But he kissed me on the cheek, y'all. And I was just like, whoa, like, this is really, like, I'm getting tea. Like, I'm over here experiencing life, you know? Like, I was like, ooh. So I was experiencing life. So I was just like, wow, like, this is just great. Like, I didn't think nothing of it at the time, y'all. So like he gave me a little kiss on the cheek. I was like, oh, this is cool or whatever. We're really vibing, and I don't even think we were vibing even on like an extreme level that we want our business to even be out there. Like I don't think we were like really like, oh yeah, he was like claiming me or anything. I wasn't really claiming him. Like it was just really like on some low key stuff. So that's why I was just like, wow, like how after what happened, I was like, there's just no way this is like reality. So he kissed me on the cheek and stuff like that, and I was like this is cool. Like my crush is really coming for me. And then after that, like we flirted like a lot, and did a lot of stuff here and there and stuff like that. But I didn't think nobody really peeped it. But then one day, y'all, this is during basketball season. One day, because at this time our team was really good. Our team was so good. So we were going down for like, I think not district final. I think it was either district or regional finals. It was like a really big important game for me. Like I was really like so excited, and it was like because it was the first time we would have won. Like I think like that team would have won to like the first time the team would have went that far type of thing. So it was like a big deal. And I think this was my freshman year because I was like really like taking this so serious, y'all. Like I know, like now I take basketball kind of more serious than I did in like the past few years. But when I was in high school, y'all, I was in love. Like I loved basketball so much back then. So I was really like, wow, today's game day. I'm good vibes. Everything's going good. Stuff like that. Until like my bestie at the time, my best friend, well, still my best friend, I think my best friend came to me, or I can't remember my best friend or this other girl, but one of my like real close friends, let's just say that, one of my really close friends came up to me and was like, oh, girl's talking so much stuff about you, like she wants to fight you, because she found out about you and Peanut. Apple found out about me and Peanut. Mind you, Apple never like came up to me and had like no one-on-one conversation type of thing or even wanted to talk to me about it. I don't know if Apple and Peanut was still messing around at the point where me and Peanut was like, doing just vibing type of thing. So I didn't even know. I didn't know. So she never really had no talk with me. But, like, everybody was just coming up to me talking about, yeah, she found out. She's so mad. She's going to beat you up. She wants to fight. Everybody, like, the whole school know. And I was just like, this is at the time where I was just like, wow, like, it's game day. I can't fight because I'll get in trouble. And I'm just not really, I wasn't a fighter at the time. I was just like, wow, like, I don't want to be doing all that. My dad's going to be mad at me because my dad's so strict. And it's just too much over a guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, whoa, like, what do I do? So I was in class like, wow, like, if I get jumped, I don't even think I have nobody that's really even going to step in for me. Like, I was just really thinking about so many scenarios in my head. I was like, wow, like, is this real life right now? So I leave class, y'all. I leave class. I walk out there. And all of a sudden, as soon as I left my class, it's like, because of course people going to know where my class is at because it's high school. And our school wasn't that big. But it's like, everybody, it was like a swarm, like the whole school went to this fucking almost fight. The whole school, just like a whole like crowd just came up on me, and I was just like, and people were recording. I don't even think I have no recordings of it because it was so long ago, but people were recording, I think. And she was screaming at me. She was like, how you gonna do that to me? How you gonna mess with my dude? Well, like, not her dude, but you know what I'm saying? Like, her, like, sis, because they were, like, dating or whatever, like, before that. How you gonna mess with him? Going off. And she was just like, let's fight. And she never swung on me. And I think they broke it up by the time. Like, they really did. But we were, like, not even that close. I was just, like, I don't even know what I said. I was just arguing back with her, saying like, oh, like, we're not even doing nothing crazy. Like, we're just vibing. Like, I liked him first, and I just kept trying to say like my reasoning behind it, but she didn't want to hear that. She just kept screaming at me and stuff like that. But we never got like close with each other. Like, it was like she was like right here, I was right here. So we were arguing and stuff, but it wasn't nothing crazy. It was a whole crowd around us. And nobody swung, because I wasn't going to swing on her first. Because, one, if I would have swung first, I would have got detention. I would have gotten in trouble because it was game day. And I want to be able to play. And I was really like, no, I could go to states. And we did win states that year, by the way. But I could go to states, and I could have really, because I was one of the main players at the time, so like I was really thinking more like logistic and like my basketball and stuff. So I was just like, there's no way I'm gonna be fighting over no dude. So yeah, we kept arguing, and eventually my coach at the time, because he was like one of those people that's like a patrol person, so he walked around the hallways and stuff like that, and he basically broke up the fight, and that was that. Like, he broke up the fight. Nobody fought. I didn't get swung or nothing like that. And she was a fighter. Apple was definitely, like, she's get down with the get down. Like, she got fights, like, plenty of times before that. So, yeah, but, like, she didn't swing on me or nothing like that. And I don't ever think we had to talk. I can't remember if we ever talked it out or not. I can't really remember that. But I think we did, because, like, I think we were, like, low-key still cool after, like, that whole thing happened. But, like, my thing was, yeah, I was in the wrong, y'all, for, like, being, like, not telling her that I always had a crush on old dude and stuff like that. Or even letting her know that, like, he was flirting with me on the low and we were just vibing type of thing. But it's, like, a learning lesson, because at the time, I didn't even want to, like, I don't think like I said, I wasn't trying to cuff, and he wasn't trying to cuff me. I don't think, like, we never talked that far to being in no relationship. Like, I was really just happy that, like, a dude actually kind of, like, wanted to, like, you know, especially the dude I had a crush on. Now, if I didn't have a crush on him or nothing like that before, I wouldn't have did it, because it would just been, like, you know, but I already thought he was cute before type of thing. So, yeah, that's how I almost got beat up. And she was really so serious about beating me up. But I think, like, we had to talk or whatever. What I took away from that, honestly, like, if I'm really gonna be 100, y'all, ever since that day, I really learned, like, there's a girl's code. Because I guess I saw it as, like, wow, I had a crush on him first. Even though I didn't tell nobody type of thing, I always felt that way. So if he came around after y'all was really done talking, stuff like that, that I didn't, like, you know, type of thing at the time. But now I wouldn't have did that. I did, like, eventually later on understand where she was coming from. During the time, I was really mad. I was like, no, like, I already had a crush on him. Like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care type of thing. I should at least told her about it. I should have. But overall, it's a lesson learned. That was a lesson for the books. And I'm just happy that I really did get beat up. Because if I would have got beat up and then it wasn't able to play and we would have lost or something. Because that game, y'all, was so close. It was like one of the craziest games of that whole year. So if I would have played, we probably would have lost. And I would have just really missed out on an amazing opportunity because of a dude. So that's the story. And I'm not like that now, y'all. I know a lot of people want to say, I really did learn from that. So don't think I'm like one of those slimy like people that would do that again, because I'm not. I really did learn. So don't be even trying to put that narrative out there on me. I'm doing this because this is a safe space and I'm owning up, taking accountability, as you might say, of the actions I did. But I hope y'all love this video. If y'all want more story times, because I got a lot of other crazy story times in my life. If y'all want another story time, just comment down below. And I'll do it or whatever. And make sure y'all subscribe. Posting. There's no shout out. I'm not doing no subscriber shout out for this week. Or this video. I will try to do it again next week. If you want a shout out, you just have to follow me on Snapchat, BallerMaster30. And then comment on this video done. And when you did that, you can get a shout out for next video. But nobody did the one for this video, so nobody's getting a shout out. Let's have a great day and see y'all Sunday. Bye.